Good morning and happy Holy Saturday. My name is Nadine and I'm one of the lay ministers at St.Francis. The word I've chosen for this Holy Saturday is fireflies. Because let's face it, who doesn't love fireflies? For me, fireflies take me back to long summer evenings, lying in the grass, still feeling the warmth of the sun on my skin, whilst listening to the sounds of the night and entranced by their flickers and sparkles. Fireflies also take me back to a time when the world was a place of wonder, full of endless possibilities. Magic and faith were indistinguishable from each other. Jesus could as easily ride by on a unicorn as ascend into heaven. Noah's Ark and Jonah's whale were right up there with the Little Mermaid. And angels and fairies played alongside one another. Recently, I've been reading about something called thin places. These are frequently mentioned in Celtic worship, and they are places where the distance or the divide between the earthly and the heavenly has been drastically reduced. These places, often but not always found in nature, are spaces where one feels utterly close to the divine presence, as if one could reach out and touch that which is celestial. I believe that fireflies live within these thin places, because I distinctly remember those summer nights. They were filled with a sense of being close to God, as I lay back and wondered where the fireflies ended and God's stars began. Somewhere along the line, however, we all begin to lose sight of the fireflies. Interestingly, fireflies are not gossamer-winged insects. They are, in fact, beetles. They also do not live long. Most will die within a year. How very sad that the same can happen to our faith as we grow older. We no longer see the twinkle of fireflies. Instead, we live in a world riddled with beetles. And, like this short-lived creature, our sparkly, magical faith vibes begin to fade as well. Nowadays, fireflies are an endangered species, and one of the main threats to their existence is light pollution. In the same way, the polluting light of the world challenges the pure light of God. The thing about the world's light is that it does not illuminate. Rather, it conspires to conceal the darkness lying behind it. How very different is the twinkling light of the firefly, however. For the firefly does not seek to hide the darkness. Rather, it strives to lead the way towards the radiance of God. Just like the small mustard seed which grew into a huge tree, so here too, less is more. I chose fireflies as a symbol of Holy Saturday because this day is likewise steeped in the space of the thin places. Holy Saturday bridges rather than divides the loss, despair, abandonment, and darkness of Good Friday, leading instead to the triumph, brilliance, and hope of the Paschal Sunday morning. Holy Saturday is, I am certain, filled with fireflies, sometimes literally as we bring candles back into the church as a preamble to the Easter Vigil. On Holy Saturday, if we simply open up the senses of our hearts, we can feel the tangible presence of Christ, and the walls between our world and the spiritual realm fall away. It is therefore my prayer and hope for all of you that as we reach the end of this Lenten journey, you may rediscover the magic of your faith and the twinkling lights of hope. May you find yourself become closer to God. Find yourself in a place where you simply cannot decide where the fireflies end and where God's stars begin.